Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me in this video. First of all, I want to give you a little update on Scott. He is doing so much better. He just has one more test. It's like a cardiac scan where you do the contrasting dye, and that is on the 20th. But he's feeling really good. We saw a stroke specialist last week, and they put him on a second cholesterol. And the fascinating thing is that his numbers for cholesterol were not exorbitant like a lot of people. So there, whatever factors brought on this mini stroke, you know, who knows? But we're definitely going to be trying to get his cholesterol down and yeah, and just make sure that he's very proactive about future habits and stuff. I mean, because he was always kind of regular weight or loved to exercise, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. I'm trying to think, probably one of the only things that he does or did, that is maybe he just not a great sleeper. Like he just doesn't sleep very long. So now he's going to be proactive about taking naps because he says he can only sleep 6 hours a night, and which would make him get up so early. And then I think I don't know, our body needs rest. It needs to be able to recuperate and to repair. And so he has been very obliging about saying, okay, he's going to be much more careful about not pushing himself too hard, taking naps, that type of stuff. Just giving up. He wasn't even eating meat or like chicken or pork and stuff even before. I mean, rarely chicken. We eat fish. But giving up like whole milk, giving up like eggs. Maybe if his numbers get down really good, maybe possibly he can bring eggs in now and then. But he's always been a very diligent person, so I know that he will be good about his diet. Um, so I guess that's just the protocol is just, oh, he has like a heart monitor, so that I think we have like maybe 2 more weeks on that, and they'll look at the data and then his heart scan. Um, and we'll, I guess, just kind of go from there. And then he has like post-up follow-ups. But I thank you so much. Getting all the wonderful comments from people, and it has made me feel good, but it has definitely made Scott feel good. Um, you know, it's just heartwarming to have such well wishes. So thank you. I appreciate it. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit. So what I've been doing the last week is I had a young student come paint with us, and this had been planned months in advance. So luckily Scott felt good enough, but I did kind of warn her. I was like, oh my gosh, she'd already made plans to come down. So she painted with me Monday and Tuesday. Um, we just drew together, and then I'll show you. I videoed it a little bit, and then Scott came down on Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm going to show you a drawing that in this video. I'm going to show you a drawing that Scott did that is so beautiful. It's a preliminary drawing for a painting, and the next video will be Scott. I videoed Scott's progress of a portrait that we painted from life. So in the next YouTube video, I'll show you that painting. I've also just been working a lot on an online class that I'm going to be hosting. I mean, I'm hosting it primarily, but Scott is going to be there with me. I'm going to have him do a little demos. We've been filming some pre-demos for the class to watch. And it's going to be all about how to put a model in a scene, or what they call sometimes a narrative painting, not just a portrait, but a model, in an interior, usually. And so I've been working a lot on that. I've been doing a lot of little demos and videos and trying to think of lesson plans and things to talk about. So, and I love doing online classes. So Scott always helps me, and which is great because if he's demoing, I can be working the camera and vice versa. And we both have such a unique point of view about it because there isn't just one way of doing it, which is great. And we'll be talking a lot about master painters and analyzing their work and how we can be inspired by them. And it's going to be talking about like technique and how do you think about color harmonies, but really a lot about how do you design. I think that's one of the biggest things is that how do you get from just doing a portrait to uniquely making a composition that is aesthetic, pleasing, dynamic, all those things. And so we're going to be talking a lot about that. So if you want to join, I have a link in the description of the YouTube. It is under lyonburdick.com, which is our store. And you can see that there is an online class. It's a 4-week class. And you know, there's all kinds of information in there, but it's going to be a lot of one-on-one live demos plus recorded demos plus homework and the videos and stuff I leave on for so long because I don't really feel like I need to take them off. So if the class is like if you work, a lot of people can't join them live. That's what's so great about online is that you can kind of do it at your own pace and then you can email me homework and then I will give you suggestions and I work on it in Photoshop. So hopefully it will be fun and I would love to have you join us. Okay, I have my little notes here. Um, some things that I've also been trying to do is like just support small businesses. I'm not like, I mean, I think we're all addicted to Amazon and it's very hard to wean yourself off of it because it's so convenient. But I'm really trying to just be proactive about supporting individual businesses. So getting bread. Wild grain. Like I said, I'm not sponsored, but obviously it comes cold, so everything is like frozen in there. And you get to choose different things every single month. These are croissants. I didn't realize, I guess I have to cook them. But that's fine. And they make all kinds of pastas, all different kinds. They have like vegan and gluten-free and all kinds of stuff. Here's sourdough, blueberry biscuits. What is this? Rosemary garlic bread. This was like a vegan pizza that I thought we would try. Slow fermented pizza. And they different types of, you get tons of stuff or small, depending on how much you want to spend. But I'm excited to support them, trying to be healthy in our lives. And since Scott is kind of not going to be having dairy or eggs for a foreseeable future, they have tons of options. So I don't have any sponsorship. It's just what we've been doing. And so I have this bread place. I've also studied up on coffee. Two of the things that I'm really excited about and I'm buying directly from their website is Wild Alaskan Company. Scott and I love fish. I only eat fish. I don't eat any kind of meat, chicken, pork. I do eat eggs, so this is a great company that will just ship it to you. Also, I did a lot of research on coffee and yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Sometimes I go back and forth but I mean, there are a lot of studies that show it, if you drink it a little bit in the morning, it really does have cognitive health cares, benefits. And this is the kind of coffee that is organic, and just be careful about coffees because they're actually fermented. So you have to buy companies that don't have any sort of mold or have the best quality in how they make the coffee. It's important, we don't want these big chains to become more and more billionaires when really it's not good for us. Because he had underlying health things and he was tired a lot, I think he started to use coffee too much. And I do believe he masked it. He didn't really think about his health. He just thought, I'll have more coffee and we can abuse it. So, and I just want the best coffee. One other thing that I've been binging, I kind of talked to our Patreons about it, is that I never watched Homeland. I'd watched a few episodes of it when it came on, who knows, 10, 12 years ago or whatever. And we didn't have Showtime or HBO or whatever the channel it was. And then when it came on Netflix, I started to binge it. And then when Scott, we were staying at our friend's house, I was binging it. And it's like 9 seasons, 8 or 9 seasons. It's a lot. And so I recommend it if you guys want something to watch. It's just really well made. It's really well made. It's hard to stop watching it. I'm trying to pace myself so I don't go like, terrorist crazy, but especially I felt very, very emotional about, what was it, season 7, episode 8. I mean, so episode 12, season 7, episode 12, which was the finale of season 7. And, you know, um, all the things that our country's going through right now, I felt like, wow, I actually started to tear up watching that. watching that program. I think it's a program that we should all be watching this season, you know, this whole series. It really yeah. Anyways, if you feel inclined, watch the show. Definitely get to season 7, episode 12. So today I'm going to be painting more and I'm going to finish this vlog. And I just wanted to say thank you again for watching. Wishing you all the best. And we love hearing from you. So thank you so much.
I'm finally back at my studio, and I have a young student that I know through my Patreon who came to visit me for Monday through Thursday. Yesterday we were down and we were just drawing and pretty much just getting to know each other in person. I'd seen her on Zoom a bunch of times, but it's always so fun to see people in person, so that's great. Today, because I already had a still life group scheduled, I thought, why didn't she paint along? And then tomorrow and Thursday, tomorrow we're gonna draw some more, pretty much focusing on portraits. Thursday we have a model coming. Scott is gonna join us tomorrow and Thursday. Tomorrow he'll just draw on something his own, I'll show you, because he has a doctor's appointment. So he's not able to drive on his own yet. I mean, he's pretty good, but I think doctors want to be 100% safe, and it's totally fine. So he's gonna come down, we will draw, and then I'll take him to a doctor's appointment in the afternoon. And then we'll paint and draw Rose on Thursday. So I thought I would set up a still life, looking down a little bit. And I missed painting with everybody. So including today, we have 3 more, and I'll definitely show you the little sketches that I do. I'm excited to get back to the stuff I've been working on for the online class next month. And I'm excited to have Scott get, you know, he has a scan next week. So yeah, hopefully that will either give a definitive answer or some kind of treatment. And because, you know, it just weighs on you when you're always thinking, like, is there something they could be doing and they're not doing yet? And because of the weather, so many appointments were postponed, and I'm sure that just happened to so many people. So then we have to wait a little bit. But just thought I'd, you know, give you an update of what's happening. And we still have a ton of snow at our house. Today is Tuesday, and it's going to get into the low 60s. So I'm hoping that it all like melts, because we had to use our friend Donna's ski poles up until yesterday, just getting to the mailbox, getting to our studio, and I'm kind of sick of it. I'm happy to see the sun. Yes, thank you, sun. It's Wednesday and Scott and I got here early. Scott is gonna work on a drawing while I touch up my still life, and I have my student Mary coming. This is her very first oil painting still life, which I think is really, really good. But it was fun painting with my friends yesterday. So Scott is now figuring out what he's inspired to draw, and I will video a little bit of it.
Just thinking about it. I may do a few of these.
But I see you're using, what color of the nitrum? Is it red or orange?
This is the middle, the medium.
Oh, I thought the green was the middle.
I think the green is the hard or
No,
the
well, the
soft.
blue is the hardest.
Oh,
Oh, you
okay.
think the green's the softest?
Green is probably soft.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to.
That's a really complicated
Here's
style.
the blue. This is the hard.
Yeah, blue is definitely the
and,
hard.
Green is the real
Because I've been
soft.
using the green the most, I think.
use this mostly because it's the middle.
Oh.
Photographed her.
See, I didn't even realize
This
that was
is
the
a
middle. Yeah, I told her about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's your.
My
It looks like a professional photo though.
Yeah.
No, he's a good photographer. He shoots neat photos,
I
but
know.
they're just with his phone. Yeah, he lives in Idaho, but they take a lot of trips to the mountains and things. So you see how it goes down. it's fun sometimes. I'm looking at paintings in the studio that some things you're making up and stuff, but you work on it and you realize, like Sue's saying, you need some colors here to balance things. So I just put colors until I feel it has a balance, then I'll make it into something.
You like painting on
That's
top
fun.
of abstraction, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll just this needs this here, and then I'll find a photograph, or I just make it into a shape, or I find a photograph of something or person, whatever, and I'll put, because I know that composition needs something here.
Do you ever go through phases where you just have like favorite colors? Like color
I
combinations?
think we
where
all
you just-
do. Yeah,
I definitely do.
We
Where
all
I'm just
do.
like,
Yeah,
obsessed with specific
yeah.
combinations.
Well, and I have to
that
get
pretty
myself out of that
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I have, if I see myself choosing the same colors over and over and over and over and over again, I will just say, okay, today I'm just going to do the total opposite. If I've been painting too much greens, then today is going to be a red painting. You know, so you just have to witness that in yourself and go, just like, you know, exercise or anything, you need variety. So.
Yeah.
It's funny because portraits, if you can do a great portrait and they don't know who the person is, but they still want to buy it, then you know it's really art. You know, it's moved them. you can still wash things off, and you still have your painting there.
Yeah.
So I do that a lot when I'm gonna.
That would be good for practice.
Yeah, and I do that on my big things. I'll let them dry for a month or two because I want to try something, but I'm nervous to screw it up. So if I let it dry, I can play with it, and I can use Gamsol and wipe it completely off, and it's still got it in there.
I love the strong outline.
I know, it looks, he's very inspired by like Klimt
Yes.
And Muka.
and
very much,
Buka. Yeah, and like having that sort of real but yet also flat kind of imagination, but like, yeah, like very almost like, it's got, sometimes don't you even say it, sometimes you think of it's almost like a comic book, right?
Oh yeah. Design.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of this for the painting, but I'm thinking that I want to have this dark, and everything in the face, even the darks here, I can be lighter.
Very, very high key, yeah.
Always lighter than this outline, and I'll have some outline over these.
Yeah, it's so fun. I
layers,
mean,
yeah.
to have a model have such cool hair already
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
is like such a
Great, yeah.
gift.
I know.
Scott is going to use this as inspiration to do an oil painting. I think it's really lovely. We're at Hidden Falls and Hanging Rock State Park. It's not too far from our house. I've never actually been in that hole. Scott says he's actually taken his paints and done a painting of you, because I guess there's another, because it's called Hidden Falls. There's like another little falls that are hidden in there. Hanging Rock has, I think, more waterfalls than any other park in North Carolina. Some are real easy to get to. This one was a little bit of a trek. You have to keep going down and down and down, and he's just videoing me while I video him. We're so dumb. In the shade, there are still some ice. It's Valentine's Day, and you know, some of the shady parts. I just don't think I want to go down there. I'm kind of a baby.
And they come through this entrance here, and then we have this beautiful waterfall over here. I've painted this many times. And I just go in here, and the water comes down here and then goes over the edge over there. Very pretty spot.
Hi, sweeties. Do you remember when Fig was so tiny? He was so tiny. So they love to be right here next to us as I'm doing the computer. Yes? And I love how Fig still uses Theo as a pillow. Hi, baby. You're so warm. You love to be under this light here. Hi, guys. I just wanted to show everybody how many reasons I don't get a lot done during the day. Because I'm obsessed with my kitties. Let me see. Let's turn this light off. Look at how different they look now. Yep, now we can see Fig a little bit better. Fig, you look so serious, but you're really just our little baby. Yes, you are.